That was your hint, guys, and yes, this is your ultimate preview for one of our favorite annual award shows.
Yes, and if the slime wasn't a giveaway, we are talking all things 2014 Kids Choice Awards. So we're going to kick it off with a preview of the show.
So this year's host is none other than Mark Wahlberg, who is officially going to get the award for coolest dad on the planet. Did you know he really loves introducing his kids to celebrities, which is so cool?
It is so true. If my dad was a celebrity, I'd be like, sign me up.
For the Kids Choice Awards.
Do it. But if Harry Styles goes to the show, he better watch out, because do you guys remember when this happened?
The girls have turned to One Direction, and it's like they don't care about dad anymore. My 4-year-old's going, Daddy, I like Harry. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna punch Harry in the nose when I see him.
You're telling your daughter you're gonna punch Harry?
Yes. And she pulls out pictures of him, and she's hiding pictures in the room, and I pretend that I'm gonna rip them up, and I get jealous. But if I see that little prick.
We think Mark was joking, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he
so.
was joking.
But all jokes aside here, he is going to make a great host, and honestly, we're looking forward to, hopefully, fingers crossed, getting to see him slime. Can you imagine him in all his buffness, covered in green slime?
Bring it. It's just not gonna happen.
Other confirmed presenters for the KCAs include Kristen Bell, Will Arnett, and Ian Somerhalder.
And I also want to put in a personal request to see Ian Somerhalder slime.
Cross your fingers.
Yes. Is anyone, you're with me on that? Are you guys with me?
I'm doing a third cross
Done.
to make this happen. Let's make it happen, Nickelodeon. We know that American authors will be performing their hit song, Best Day of My Life, and Aloe Black will hit the stage with Wake Me Up.
I love that song. But now, let's get to the competition.
Okay.
There is some serious competition this year when it comes to all of the awards, which, in case you guys didn't already know, are voted by you all, the fans.
We'll break it down. Favorite TV actor, Benjamin Flores Jr.,
Jack Griffo,
Ross Lynch,
Jake Short,
and then moving on to favorite TV actress, we have Ariana Grande,
Jeanette McCurdy,
Bridget Mendler,
and Debbie Ryan. Who has your guess for winner in these categories?
I know who you're gonna say for guys.
Who?
You're gonna say Ross Lynch.
I love me some Ross
Yes.
Lynch. He's had a huge year this year.
Totally.
With Teen Beach Movie, his TV show, and his band. He's a bona fide triple threat. I think he deserves it.
But Jake Short has won a few times before, so he might be bringing it back in. And then the other two guys, man, they've got their brand new shows. They're starring on them on Nickelodeon. And so they weren't necessarily a huge competition last year, but it's 2014.
That's right, people. But the ladies category is even more challenging. Ariana Grande, Debbie Ryan. I would love to see Debbie win, only because she's been on TV on the Disney Channel for so long, and this is the first time she's ever been nominated in this category, if you can believe that.
Wow, my mind is blown.
It would mean a lot to her, I think, to win. Not
just
the others
because
don't deserve
we
it.
know Debbie, I really, really want her to win. But I mean, look at these four ladies. All of these girls have such strong fan followings. I could really see any of them taking the award home.
I know, me too. But that's not the only category. We are moving on to another one that we love. It's favorite song, and there is some major drama in this category, Dana. So here's who we've got. We've got I Knew You Were Trouble from Taylor Swift,
Roar, Katy Perry,
Story of My Life, One Direction,
and Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. So you mentioned drama.
Yes, I
Let's
did.
break it down, because all of these artists are connected in some way.
So first, there's Taylor and One Direction. We know the connection there. Taylor dated Harry.
What?
Yes. Then we have One Direction's Niall and Katy Perry, who are rumored to be engaged. Obviously, that was totally false, but they do have a connection. Then we have Katy Perry and Miley Cyrus, who, in case you've been living under a rock, you don't know that they were involved in some sort of Twitter feud that's totally smoothed over now. And lastly, we have Miley and Taylor, who are totally friends and have performed together on stage before, so they probably have some fun, friendly competition.
0 degrees of separation. All of these people basically
That's right.
know each other.
Exactly. So who has your pick?
Oh, goodness. Oh, who do I pick? Who do I pick? I think Story of My Life, One Direction. That song, you just hear one beat of it, 1 second of it, and you just sing the whole thing in your head. Or out loud like me.
I agree with you, and I loved the music video, but all these people have had such a big year.
Yeah, they did.
But if One Direction does win, that means they'll be there to accept their trophy, and I have my fingers crossed for that. So they're probably my pick also.
All right, so moving on, let's talk about our favorite category from the KCAs. Favorite butt kicker!
Butt kickers.
Boom, boom. Okay, for the ladies, we have Sandra Bullock.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Evangeline Lilly.
And Jenna Malone.
And then we have the guys, starting with Johnny Depp,
We've got Robert Downey Jr.
Hugh Jackman.
And lastly, Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, wow. Okay, so let's take a look at the ladies first.
Yes.
Who do you think is going to win? Take home the blimp this year.
I actually love all of these ladies, and for me, it's kind of a tie between two of America's biggest sweethearts. We've got Sandra Bullock and Jennifer Lawrence. But I think it's going to go to Jennifer Lawrence. She kicked some serious butt in Catching Fire. And
Clearly.
I was even impressed. Evangeline Lilly does have the lockdown on Elvish.
Yes,
though.
she dreams in Elvish. And
So we're told.
Yes, that's what we've heard. I'm going to go with Jenna Malone. I just rewatched Catching Fire over the weekend. Her character, amazing.
So true.
She kicks butt, and since the category is literally called butt kicker, right?
That makes sense.
Butt kicker. She is a butt kicker. Jenna Malone, you've got my vote, but who's everyone out there going to vote for?
True that. What about the guys? This is a very interesting lineup of some of Hollywood's finest.
And I'm right off the bat, I'm going with Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, and I'm going to go
Iron Man for life!
And I'm going to go with Hugh Jackman because Wolverine and those mutton chops, you don't even need to ask me, I'm on board. Another highly anticipated category is favorite movie. There was a ton of huge movies that we loved this year, and the nominees for this year's Kids Choice Awards are The Hunger Games, Catching Fire,
Iron Man 3,
Oz the Great and Powerful.
The Smurfs 2.
Okay, so these are all great films. Only one can take home the blimp. Which one is it going to be for you, Dana?
Oh goodness, I hate picking favorites. These are all so great. I'm going to say Oz the Great and Powerful. I was so excited to see this movie. It was so interesting to see this classic story come to life with a unique perspective, and they did such an amazing job really bringing it to life. So I'm going to say Oz the Great and Powerful.
Great movie, and I'm going to give you an answer that none of you are going to be surprised by.
What?
Smurfs 2. Just kidding. The Hunger Games Catching Fire. Smurfs 2 was awesome. I've always loved Smurfs, but
Definitely.
Catching Fire, again, one of the biggest movies this year, and it's just going to get bigger with the next one.
I mean, I kind of agree with you. You've swayed me. I think Catching Fire is going to win because I think fans of that series
Are going to vote.
are going to vote.
Yes.
Exactly. So those are just a few of the big categories. Fingers crossed again that One Direction makes an appearance at this year's show, which is set to go down on March 29th, and it's going to air on Nickelodeon at 8 p.m.
And as you guys know, every single year we are on the carpet, breaking everything down, coming back to the studio, giving you guys recaps. But before then, let us know if you agree or disagree with our predictions, or if you have something totally different to throw into the mix. I mean, who do you think is going to win? And more importantly, let's prioritize here. Who needs to be slimed? Please,
Nickelodeon! All right, guys, so let us know all of your thoughts and theories on who's going to win the KCAs by commenting below. And click right here to watch our recent interview with Hunger Games star Willow Shields. We put her knowledge of the franchise to the test, and she does a pretty good job.